What's going on in Lake Superior?
Lake Superior. Um, well, our, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, Canada's beautiful lake is really an inland sea.
Yeah.
It's like an ocean. And from a national security perspective, it's a secure ocean, meaning we don't have prying eyes. So we have a company in Minnesota called Anno.ai that has started working in Lake Superior deploying buoys funded through the US Navy. Those buoys are have sensors, and they are capturing AI using the aquatic acoustic signature in the lake to start creating an artificial intelligence labeling system for the Navy, so that you can, when you get these SODAR reads, you start having whether it is maritime vessels, whether it is mammals, whether it is pleasure crafts identified. And this is going to help the Navy when they're looking at their sonar around the world. They will then build classified models on top of that. But this is cutting edge. But Lake Superior can be so much more. And that so much more is really a place to test surface and underwater autonomous vehicles in a safe, secure place. So we see Lake Superior Test Range as one of the future innovations. We're in the national security space in Minnesota, but I think we're even going to take it a little further. And that is really looking at multi-domain,
What does
uh,
that mean?
multi-domain interoperable autonomy. So what that means is below the surface, on the land, in the air, and then interoperable. How do these diverse autonomous systems communicate together, work together? Okay. Minnesota, there's all one of the areas where the Department of Defense needs assistance is in deploying autonomous systems in tunnels. Well, northern Minnesota has miles and miles and miles
Wow.
of mining tunnels that are abandoned, and they simulate conditions that you may find in a place like North Korea. And you need to be able to have service members and special operators train in realistic conditions. And a lot of times we're not going to be sending humans down there, right? We're going to want to be sending robots and autonomous products. So, how do you test something underground with something that's on the ground, with something that's in the water, that's something that's in the air? And that's part of what this interoperable autonomous test range can prove. We're talking to, I know North Dakota is very involved. There's a real potential to have this vision go from North Dakota, Minnesota, northern Wisconsin to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. So that's part of what this vision of a large, significant test range in the United States. We have the ability to do it in 4 seasons, which is incredibly valuable. Right now, on the unmanned aerial systems, a lot of the long range testing is being done in Australia because they have large expanses of land.
For our military
The
equipment.
US military. We could be doing that across the northern United States. So we have an opportunity. We do not have, everyone knows Minnesota does not have a big defense footprint. We don't have a military base here. And while we have prime contractors, we don't have massive defense industrial base facilities. So this sector of defense innovation, testing, and evaluation could be the niche where Minnesota makes its mark.